Gonna have 5 low competition niche ideas for you. Now, if you're struggling with research and you're having a hard time coming up with different ideas, I got you covered in this video. I do this every single week. What I do is the niche, the competition score, and then the prompt ideas, okay? And now these prompt ideas that I'm sharing with you in this video, these are ideas that you can plug into any image generator. Now, the main goal is not to copy these ideas. The main goal is to kind of give you an idea of what is selling right now. Okay, and then taking that concept and taking your own spin and come up with something unique and different. Now, don't forget, we have the power of AI at our fingertips right now. So we can leverage this and see what's selling and then come up with different ideas by plugging it into like ChatGPT or Claude AI. So if I share with you a funny raccoon shirt, take that concept, take a screenshot of it and say, hey, give me 10 different ideas that are unique and different that people may want to buy, okay? Like understanding your target audience. So it takes a little bit of work and understanding of how these niches are selling, why they're selling, and then you plug it in and coming up with your own unique idea by either creating it yourself, leveraging AI to help you do all the heavy work, whatever it is. And it doesn't matter what platform you're selling on. You can be selling on Amazon, you can be selling on Etsy, you can be selling on your own website. It really doesn't matter, okay? Now, if you're new to this, my name is RJ Martinez. I've been doing print on demand for over 9 years now, and I've sold hundreds of thousands of dollars and sold hundreds of thousands of products, okay? So there's several different things I personally do myself, and I enjoy helping people online make money. Now, with that being said, let's get into the content. If you get any value out of this video, make sure you smash that like button. Okay, so the first niche idea is gonna be Bigfoot, breast cancer, funny Sasquatch, pink. Now, you're gonna see, got a Sasquatch right here, Bigfoot, you know, throwing up the sign, and then throwing up the sign with his fingers, right? And then you're gonna see he has the glasses, and then he's actually carrying the ribbon, and it's on a pink shirt, right? So when you see something like this, understanding, you know, the whole concept of it, like October is really big for breast cancer awareness. So there's obviously like a month of awareness, like a breast cancer awareness month. And then just understanding that and then mixing something like maybe that's trending in with an idea like this works really well. So think of like any different like animals, creatures, anything like that, sports, all that works really good. So we got it at $16.99. It has that limited time deal, that Amazon discount, right? And if you come down here, look at the BSR, you can see the last 30 days, there is consistent sales here. It's like nothing crazy, but it has consistent sales. And you know, when it comes to something like this, this is what we look for. We're looking for consistent evergreen sales. Then we come over here, we have this one. So I wanted to share two in this niche with you. You have the Bigfoot with the fist in the air. There's close another fist here, kind of showing pride, breast cancer awareness, with the glasses on, with the ribbon there. Okay, and then it has that Amazon discount going on too as well. We come down, and it's on the pink too, and you can see that look at the BSR. When we look at this BSR too, we're looking for consistency. So every time it drops down, it's made a sale. So the lower the BSR, the lower the sales rank, the more sales it makes. Which means if it's at, like I say, if it's at it's consistently dropping like this, so I probably made 2 or 3 sales in the week, and then the lower it goes, like if it goes down to 50K, 40K during the special, like, you know, special holidays or anything like that, most likely it's selling like 5, 10, 15, 20, depending how much sales velocity you got. And then we have, come over here, we have a result of 624. And then you get an idea by looking at, you know, these other designs here. You can see, you know, the demand here and get a different idea of what's going on. We come over here, we looked at the prompt selection here, the prompt that I put in right here into Ideogram AI, and it created this right here for me. So you're going to see that stay strong, stay strong, stay strong, stay strong. Pretty cool, huh? Did a pretty good job. As you can see, this one's a little bit different, right? It doesn't have that, like that ribbon, the ribbon style. This one's like more wrapped around them. So like these ones seem to got it right. But if you look at the prompt right here, okay, there it is. All right. And then Sardines. So also too, I'm going to have all the prompts, all the niches down below in a free download. So if you want to download, I have a nice pretty spreadsheet down there for you to download. It's free, and just to give you an idea of how, you know, how I come up with these ideas, and then I share them with you guys for free in this video right here. So Sardines, tin can, fish, retro graphic, you know, sardines, wild caught, and olive oil. Now you want to be careful when it comes to this. I think the first thing I think about is like you want to make sure that if you see brands out there like sardine brands, you want to kind of stay away from anything that looks very similar to them. Like the rule of thumb is like you have to make sure that you're changing up like a good 80 to 90% of it without confusing. You don't want to confuse it in a way that you make it feel like you're copying their brand or infringing on their brand, right? This seems to be a niche right now that's trending and doing pretty good, right? As far as like having consistent sales, as you can see, like look at the sales rank, it's doing pretty good and staying consistently around 200 to 300K BSR, which is really good because showing a demand like that, then you go into like any holiday, most likely it's going to trend and get lower and lower, and then the sales velocity is going to kick in. Okay, so which is really cool. Come over here, we have a result of a 121 result. And then if you come over here, look at this is the overall pick. So you can see that there's definitely a decent demand over here and different ideas and different concepts that they're creating. You can see there. Pretty cool. Then we come over here into Ideogram. You're going to see sardines, fresh Atlantic sardine, Portugal, right? And then this is going to be the prompt idea here. And I put it in to get this idea. Sardines, Portugal. Okay, pretty cool. Pretty cool. And if you're getting any value out of this video so far, I do weekly research on my channel here. And I just share different ideas, different concepts, and I help share different AI tools, from free tools to paid tools to niche ideas that are trending right now to help you get ahead of your print-on-demand business so you can make money personally like I do. Waiting on parts. So make sure you smash that like button because I'm going to continue making more videos like this. Waiting on parts. So like a funny mechanic, right? It's mechanic, funny, waiting on parts, mechanic, skeleton, auto repair. This is pretty cool, right? You always like if you go to like a mechanic, it's like we're just waiting on the parts to get here, right? That's kind of like some of the funny lingo in the mechanics or the auto repair life, right? Got a skeleton drinking coffee, sitting on a tire. Come over here, look at this BSR, right? You can see that it's consistent sales. The sales rank is doing really good here, which is really nice because that's what we look for. We have a result of 151 results. And if you come over here, you're going to see like this is the one that we looked at. Come down, you're going to see, different ideas and different concepts. And see other ones here. This one here seem to be doing pretty good. This niche is doing pretty good. Come over here. We look at the prompt idea there. Waiting on parts. And if you also too, if you can pause the video, take a screenshot if you want to do that too as well. If there's a certain one that you like in the video, or it's going to be down below in the description for you to download. Waiting on parts. See which one. This is pretty good. I think you add the coffee. You can add something else in there. Maybe I don't know. I think when it comes to this, understanding who you're designing it for. But I think you can there's a few probably things you can add like a wrench in there or something like that. Or even like what do you call it, a jack. You can add a jack in there. That would be a good one too as well. Anything like that. What do you like, a hood or anything like that? Something that's related to a car, just adding more to it would be, I think that would be the spinoff and kind of come up with your own unique idea. Now, if you want research done for you, I offer the top research design vault. You get access to over 1,900 niches. It's $10 a month. You get the niche. So you get 20 niche ideas every single week. I just drop some new niche ideas today. Okay. You get the niche, you get the keywords, you get the design angle, you get the link to the idea, the concept behind it. And then you get the prompt idea for every single one. Okay. So my goal right here with this is to over deliver with the value and give you an idea of what is selling right now. Okay. I think a lot of people struggle with when it comes to research like this and just giving you that different angle and that different idea to help you when it comes to making money with your print-on-demand business. And it doesn't matter where you're selling it. You can be selling on Amazon, you can be selling on Etsy, you can be selling on Redbubble or your own website, right? So it all depends on what you want to do and how you want to do it. But I help you and give you the idea of how to research different things. And this is going to be down below in the description. And make sure you smash that like button. Let's keep it going right here. We got the next two right here. Now this one right here, call me Magic because I be gathering. Now Magic the Gathering, right? Now we just have to make sure that there's no characters that you're taking this from, and make sure that's not infringing in any way. Now I feel like this is kind of clear. Now Amazon is strict with certain things. If you're unaware of that, Amazon is definitely strict when it comes to certain things like this. But this right here, I wouldn't say it's infringing because it's not saying Magic the Gathering. It's saying call me Magic because I be gathering. Right now, if let's say the Magic the Gathering, I'll say it's like the frog is that same exact frog is on there, or anything that is related to it that is directly on there, you would want to be careful with that, right? So the goal is to obviously trying to mix it up as best as possible. And you know, that the rule of thumb is like 80-90%. Mix it up as much as possible, but not try to infringe on the brand. This is just like a play off something funny, right? Of it. Now, if you don't feel comfortable and you don't understand it, don't do it. Okay. Don't say, oh yeah, it's selling, I'm going to go make my own sales, I'm going to go copy this and do this. Don't do that. Okay. The goal is to show you what's selling, and then maybe you can come up with your own unique idea, plug it into ChatGPT, plug it into Claude AI, and come up with something unique and different. 4.8 out of 5, 10 ratings. And that, with that being said, making sure that you double check for copyrights and trademarks. Everything I'm sharing with you in this video, your goal is to come up with something different. Okay. And you're going to see like this thing is doing pretty good. The sales rank is doing really good over here. And this is what, you know, when it comes to something like this is what we look for. We want something like that. Come over here, we have a result of 164. Come down, you're seeing, you know, the different ideas, different concepts. You see that these BSRs are doing pretty good. There's consistent sales over here, right? And this is the prompt idea that I put in right there. And then it created some really cool stuff, cool ones, right? Call me magic because I be gathering. Call me magic because I be gathering. That's solid. That's deep. That's real. That's a really solid one. That's clean. I don't know. I guess it's like a frog. I see the feet right there. Pretty solid, right? I've done horrible things for money, like waking up early to go to work. This is solid. This is cool too as well. 5.0 out of 5. You got this. So it's a raccoon, mad raccoon. Looks like he's holding a coffee mug, right? Okay, let's go down. Let's look at the BSR. So looking at this BSR, it does have, it's making sales and it's ranking. I feel like people are, look at this cool shirt. I feel like people are sharing it. Like, hey, check this out. This is funny, you know? I think, will a frog work? Angry frog, would that work? Yeah. Would that work? Huh. Angry opossum, I think, would that work? You know, let's think about the different things, different little spin-offs that you can do right there. Got a result of 130. Okay, and you come down. See, this is the one that we looked at, has a decent BSR, and it seems like they're uploading that design and they're doing like the Seller Central type of part of things on their end and uploading it to different shirts, which is not a bad idea. If you see the opportunity to do something like that, you kind of just Seller Central, then Amazon merch, uploading them. Boom, 2 birds, 1 stone, right? All right, this is the prompt idea here that I typed in to create this design. I like the fact that the color of the actual raccoon seems like the more of like that color of the raccoon, the black and white one, or black, gray, and white. This one's solid. They're actually all pretty solid in their own way. Okay, so you see how powerful that is. Now, all I ask, if you're getting value out of this video, I'll be back next week with another 5 niche ideas. Smash that like button if you want to sign up for the research that I provide. I have a free one down below so you can get an idea, and then I have a paid one, so you kind of just, it's like 4x of the free one. But if you don't want to do none of that, make sure you just follow along. I'll be sharing more and more niche ideas like this with you. And if you want more low competition niches like this, watch this video right here next. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out.